Bliss everyone! Welcome to a brand new weekly reading. Rissa Vibes here, aka Readings by Rissa. So excited to connect with you as always. Today is a brand new weekly reading and we are covering the entire week of December 5th today, all the way until next Sunday, December 12th. Now, this is the second week of December and it's kind of the first week of December, half second week of December, and we're really transitioning into more of the energy of December. And the energy of December, according to the annual card reading that I did at the very beginning of this year, was love. So we're going to tap into more love. Today I've titled this reading Loving the Evolved You, because there's a lot to really appreciate about the way we've transformed, the way we've activated new essence of ourselves, and the way we've become more in tune with who we truly are. Okay? So if this is your first time joining, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your usual go-to reading of the week, thank you for joining me again. Make sure to use the comment section and the super chat for anything you want to share. And please let me know how you're feeling today and where you're tuning in from. Now, we just had a beautiful solar eclipse on Friday for the Sagittarius new moon. So shout out to all those Sagittarius out there who are celebrating birthdays, especially my bestie Nico. His birthday is today, so make sure to send some extra love in the chats for him, some birthday wishes on his big 30th birthday today. Super exciting. We're going to be celebrating him all day today, later on with friends and family. So we're really excited about that. But let's go ahead and tap into a little review of last week before we get into the energy of this week as we prep for that energy experience as we really move through it with grace and ease. Okay, so last week I pulled for the second time, another go at the Unexplained Wonder card. We pulled it 2 weeks ago for the weekend card, and then we pulled it again for the beginning of the week last week. So we're continuing that energy, and we did continue that energy last week, really helping us see the awe and wonder and excitement and beauty of the world. Then in the middle of the week, we pulled the Blessings card. So as we expand in that inner child wonder, we end up receiving blessings from that new perspective. And then at the end of the week, we pulled the Sovereign Dragons card, remembering that we're the ruler of our realm, that we are able to manifest and create our own reality with the right consciousness and awareness. Okay? So let me know how those messages resonated for you last week. Let me know how the solar eclipse Sagittarius new moon treated you last week. We also did a bone shaman reading on Friday and really got to the bottom of some complex situations for some of you. Thank you to all of you who donated in the super chat for that. So let's go ahead and dive right in, shall we? The first spirit message of the week for December 5th to December 12th is the energy of reflections. Reflections, nostalgia, and understanding, or more appropriately said, understanding. Okay, understanding. So reflections, nostalgia, and understanding. Now, what I was receiving in meditation with this message was that right now we're at a pivotal point in our life and in our year. This is a time where our body, our spirit, our mind, our emotions naturally go into a reflective place. They naturally start to reflect on what they've experienced throughout the year, how you've grown, how you've evolved mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. So this is a time for us to really honor that reflective time and to lean into the reflective time that we're in right now. As we start to go into our hibernation phase for the winter, as we prep for winter solstice coming up soon in the next couple of weeks, we're really getting this place, we're getting this state of being where we're wanting to notice and observe more of what we've been and what we are becoming. Okay, now with that, we're going to start to see that as we reflect on how we've grown, we're also going to have some nostalgic memories, some feelings of nostalgia, even some sentiment of maybe the past and what we've let go of or what we may have lost or released along the way over the last couple of years or just this year itself. And so sometimes that can feel a little bit morose, a little bit heavy, a little bit sad. But there's also a sense of significance in that, where we're maybe grieving the old parts of ourselves or the old aspects of our life that just no longer can be a part of our new experience, right? And so honor the way that that comes up for you this week. We are going to feel more nostalgic. We are going to feel more reflective. We want to lean into that instead of resist it. Now, there's also an understanding, an internal understanding that happens within us as we develop the wisdom from that reflection and that nostalgia, okay? That understanding is really the sense of awareness, the sense of contentment, the sense of clarity that helps to show us why we experienced what we experienced and why it led us to where we are now and why it's so important to maintain those changes for our future. So these are really great ways to reflect this week to help you evolve and get ready for the next year, 2022, okay? Now, as you shine the light of love onto these reflections, these nostalgic moments, this understanding of wisdom from that awareness, you're also going to notice even more clarity, more peace, more prosperity from those new perspectives. So shining the light of love, especially since that love energy is the card of the week, or card of the month, I should say, for December. We want to use love as an amplifying force for clarity and contentment and pleasure in our life, okay? Let's pull a card on that. How is everybody feeling with that information? Hi, everybody. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Nico. Happy birthday, Nico. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Jasmine. So good to see all of you. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's see what we have in the cards in regards to nostalgia, reflection, and understanding. Ooh, the Lover's card comes up. The Lover's card comes up. So we're going to do a lot of reflections around love, around romance, around our past relationships. We're going to have some nostalgia around our past relationships. We're going to be reflecting on these past relationships so that we can really identify what were the things that we really enjoyed, that we still desire in a future love connection. And what are the things that we know we're ready to let go of from the past that we do not want to recreate in our future? And that understanding, that wisdom from that perspective is going to help us move into even more romantic love and levels of love of ourselves and others in general this week, okay? So use your reflection and nostalgia and understanding of your relationships in the past to help you formulate more fulfilling relationships in the future, okay? We're going to have a lot of opportunities to experience romantic love this month because the energy is the love card, but we're also going to be able to use that love in ways that we may want to for creation and manifestation purposes, to channel back self-love into our life, and to also promote more love and community, family, connections, friendships, business. So love in general is a big one, but as we reflect on these loving relationships in our life, and really as we reflect on our own personal relationship with the energy of love, we end up getting the wisdom we need to formulate an even deeper connection in the future, okay? So for those of you who are looking for new love, romantic love, this card is definitely letting you know that this is a week to put a lot of energy and focus towards manifesting that. Imagine how you want to feel in those new loving relationships. Imagine the ways you felt in past relationships that you want to amplify or that you want to let go of, and really let that help you create the energetic vision or sensation of what you're wanting for your future. Okay, super exciting. I love all the love. Please keep me posted, all of you who are experiencing new love in different forms or new levels of love, because that's super fun to just listen to and pay attention to. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the next message. The next message for the week is all about inspiration and new levels of connection. This is actually a very heart-centered energy as well. So this week overall is going to be a very heart-centered week. We're going to feel our heart center making a lot of transformations, experiencing a lot of shifts. And like I said, some of those shifts are going to be nostalgic and reflective and kind of reflecting that wisdom. And the next kind of sets of shifts will be the transformation, the recognition of the guards around your heart, the walls up around your heart, the blockages in your heart, and the way your energy wants to shift to clear those blockages or let go of those guards or walls so that the heart can reach even deeper levels of connection, okay? So that's the next message here. We want to really align to the deeper levels of connection that we are craving and asking for. And we want to ask ourselves, what is it in our heart that is maybe resistant to those deeper levels of connection or keeping them at arm's distance, okay? Sometimes we don't realize the guards that we're putting up around our heart or the blockages in our heart until we have something so close to it that's kind of forcing us to see that those are there. And we also have to shine our light of awareness on that and realize that we have to take accountability for the way we've kept those walls up or the ways we choose to not let them down, right? And start to challenge ourselves. So this week also with this heart energy, this heart chakra connection, we're going to be challenged. We're going to be challenged to expand and elevate our heart connection and to really get real with ourselves on where we aren't showing up to allow that to happen. Okay, so take down the walls around your heart, shift the energy to remove blockages. Maybe there's heartbreak or heartache that you haven't processed that is blocking you from wanting something new or going after something new or even just manifesting or creating it. Maybe there's insecurities in the heart that are causing you to feel less than and not worthy, which is creating a guard or a wall up to something that is very much aligned to you. There's all sorts of ways that this can express itself. So I encourage you this week to reflect on how your heart is expanding this week and if it's resisting certain expansion that it's getting the opportunity to experience. Okay, let's see what the cards say. Let's do a healing with the angels card since this is such a healing idea, concept of the heart letting go of the walls, letting the blockages be released. So what do we need to know about our heart healing and our heart expansion this week? Y'all, really? Like, you can't write this. Really? So romance is coming up. Romance is going to help let the heart walls come down. Romancing yourself or letting romance in from somebody else that's trying to romance you, just leaning into it. Some of you have the opportunity right in front of you to receive the love you've been asking for, but you've got all these walls around your heart. You've got all these blockages. You have all this resistance within you, judgment, doubt, fear, that's keeping you from actually letting yourself receive and expand the love in your heart. And once you let that romance in, you're going to feel the medicine of it. You're going to recognize how healing it is, how it shifts the energy of your heart, how it eventually shifts the energy of your mind and your perspectives, and even your actions around love. Your entire relationship with love can change when you start to let in this romance energy. Now, you don't need to have a partner to experience romance. You can romance yourself as well. You can romance your life. You can romance your vision. This is really about what is it that you're wanting? What is your heart's desire? And what is in the way of you just idolizing that and reveling in it and being passionately excited and present in the possibility of it, right? That's what we're talking about, really romancing your heart's desire. So if you're desiring romantic love, there's lots of energy for that here, but also if you're desiring, new levels of success in your work environment or deeper connections with your intuition or a deeper sense of self-love and appreciation, then allow yourself to romance what that looks like and what that feels like for you and let go of any guards, blockages, or resistances around your heart that are keeping you from getting to that place or state of being, okay? Now, this is also a part of that loving the evolved you, okay? Recognizing how your heart has expanded and transformed over this past year, just in the way that you express love, the way you receive love, the way you imagine or envision love, and the way that you interact with the energy of love, okay? And maybe some of you will notice that you've gotten a little bit more heart closed than heart open this year. Maybe the craziness in the world or all the separation in society has caused you to put more guards up around your heart, or had you kind of create all these blockages or resistances to receiving or trusting in the energy of love, right? And if that's the case, this is your opportunity to kind of turn back the time and start to reverse some of that behavior that's causing the heart to close, because we need the heart to get us through complex situations. We need the heart to help us manifest and magnetize what we truly want in our life. And we need the heart to help us intuit our direction along the way. So we don't want to shut the heart down, even if there are things in this world that are heavy and difficult to face or feel. We want to instead honor the way the heart lets us feel these things, so that we can grow through that emotion and recognize the information that's there that helps us to become more wise. Okay, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing this week. It's a beautiful time to really relish in the energy of heart expansion, love, and the magnetism of the heart towards what we desire. Because let's face it, it's the last few weeks of 2021, and we don't have a lot of time to really get the ball rolling, the momentum going to manifest what we want in 2022. You know, everybody in the mainstream world likes to do the, New Year's resolutions the first day of the year, but really then you're just starting to build the momentum on the first day of the year. That's not really going to manifest the results in really, accurate time frame. It's going to actually create a lag in the manifestation, because it takes some time to get energy to become physical, right? So we want to start the manifestation process. We want to start building momentum towards our desires way before the first of the year, so that by the first of the year, we're actually seeing traction of that energy we've built up in the physical world, instead of just starting to build it in the energetic world, okay? Beautiful energy there. So yeah, inspirations, new level of connection, deeper levels of love. We've got romance happening to help you break up some of the blockages, resistance, and guards around the heart, okay? Now, the next message for this week, December 5th to December 12th, is the energy of the violet flame. The violet flame. How many of you know what the violet flame is? Let me hear in the comments. Write in the comments what you think or know about the violet flame. What do you think it is? What do you know about it? The violet flame is a powerful energy, okay? I want to hear what you think about it. Go ahead and comment. Now, when I was in meditation, I was feeling the energy of the violet flame, and I've worked with the violet flame for some time. And what they were telling me was that it was really important for us to use the violet flame at this time to help us to clear certain things, or just really get our energy to its optimum level, okay? Now, the vision that my guides gave me with this was this ball, this violet flame ball, a ball of the violet fire, okay? And for those of you who don't know, because I'm not seeing any comments in the section, the super chat, but violet flame is a transmuting flame. It's been used by the Ascended Master Saint Germain, also by many other guides and saints that use transmuting energy. Energy that transmutes is really energy that can take something that's low vibrational and turn it into high vibrational, or that can clear and completely purify an energy, okay? And so we're feeling this violet flame, and the way it came to me today in meditation was as a ball of fire, a ball of violet fire. And my guide said to put the violet fire into our bodies, imagining kind of the ball in front of us, and then imagining it moving into our bodies. And then once it's in our bodies, we want to breathe that violet flame up the spine and down the spine through each of the chakras. And letting that violet flame move through the chakras will help to transmute, clear, and release any blockages that are in our chakras that are keeping us from operating in our energy at the fullest potential. So this is all about getting us into more chakra alignment and into more of a higher vibration and into more of our light body, okay? So really important for us to use the violet flame at this time and to breathe it up and down the body through the chakras, imagining that ball of violet fire and just noticing what you experience as a result, not only in the practice of it in the moment, but also what you start to experience as a result of it after doing it a couple days in a row. Notice how your emotions shift, your stress level reduces, your body feels more in tune and in alignment and more healthy. Your heart feels more connected to your intuition, okay? It's going to really give you a lot of benefit energetically, physically, mentally, and spiritually when you do this practice. And it's not all the time that my guides give us a meditation or a spiritual practice to perform during the week with these readings, but I really love that they provided that this week, because I think it can be really helpful, especially as we go through those reflections and nostalgia and gain the wisdom, because that's not always easy. It's not always easy or fun to reflect on things and go back in time and think about what you've gone through and how you've overcome. Sometimes that can be a little traumatic. So this violet flame meditation, moving the violet ball of fire up and down the chakras in your body, is really going to help you counter any of the heaviness of some of those reflections or nostalgic moments, okay? Hi Houston, good to see you. Hi All Connected, good to see you. Hi Jasmine. Oh yes, violet flower or violet fire power. I love that, Kevin. So good. Yes, Jasmine, I said that. Yeah, given to us from Saint Germain. But there's also a couple of other guides that use it as well. But yes, I mentioned Saint Germain for sure. Awesome, loves. Yes, yes, yes. Clear up any unbalanced or miscreated energy. Yes, all connected, definitely. So, so good. All right, so use that violet flame. Let's see what we may want to get in additional messages from that. About the violet flame, I'm using our lantern deck, which is our deck for transmutation and shadow work. So perfect deck for this. I think that's our card right there. Wonderful. Okay, broken dreams. Okay, broken dreams. So this violet flame meditation is also going to help us clear any broken dreams or any assumptions of broken dreams. Anything that feels like a disappointment or a letdown. We're ready to clear that right now. We're ready to honor the fact that it's time to release disappointment and pick ourselves back up and move forward into dreams that are more in alignment. Because whatever dreams that were broken were dreams that were not in alignment to us. And there's actually dreams that are way more put together and way more in alignment to us that we're meant to receive. And it says you can only accept or reject your dreams. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. So once you feel that disappointment of a dream not realized, you want to ask yourself, okay, am I disappointed in that dream not being realized because I still want to have that dream happen? Or am I disappointed because I'm realizing that dream was actually not what I was really meant for? And once you realize that maybe that dream was something you weren't really meant for, or that you miscreated it, or that you could have asked or dreamt something more in alignment up for yourself, then you get to reject your dream and create a new one. It's no longer disappointing because it's not that you didn't achieve your dream, it's that you just didn't have the right dream. You weren't going for the right dream. You were a little out of alignment. So now it's about, okay, letting go of that dream and accepting a new one, creating a new one that actually is in more alignment. And you have the control over that. So don't be mad, don't be frustrated, don't beat yourself up if something doesn't go the way you want. It's actually letting you know that there's something better out there for you and that you have the power to now create something better based on what you didn't like or what didn't fit in that old dream, okay? So use the violet flame meditation to clear up any disappointment, frustration, irritation, sadness, heaviness around the idea of broken dreams and shift your perspective. The violet flame energy is going to naturally help you shift your perspective because that's what it does. It transmutes. It takes the lower vibrational thoughts, feelings, emotions, and puts them into a higher vibration, okay? Yes, love the mantra, y'all. Seventh Ray of light. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, absolutely, y'all. Good job on the research, Jasmine. Love it. Hi, Meredith. Good to see you. So happy you're here. Okay, so let's keep going with this, right? So let me make sure there's nothing else. So yeah, make sure to also pay attention, everybody. If you're having weird chakra things happening in your experience, maybe your throat chakra's acting up, or your crown, or your solar plexus, or your heart really needs extra clearing with all those walls and stuff, make sure to focus that violet flame even more in those areas and really breathe with it there for a little bit to help it do its job, okay? All right, next message is all about releasing and surrendering, releasing resistance and surrendering to the divine path, okay? We are in a little bit of a free fall right now as we end this year because we've now manifested a lot of what we've asked for, or we've manifested the path that is helping us achieve what we've asked for this year. And we're kind of not able to go back or to stop the flow of momentum moving forward. We're kind of just here to fall and keep falling. You're surrendering, you're releasing resistance, keep following the path that we've been on. If you don't like the path you're on, you kind of have to finish it out because we're at the point of the year where all the opportunity to create a new path and step into something new is kind of shifted. It's no longer there as much, no longer as potent. We just had that new moon in Sagittarius, and a lot of that was to help us create the next path. But that doesn't mean that we can stop walking the path we're on right now that we've already created. It's more so being able to look at the path we're on right now and decide from there, okay, do we like this path? What do we want to change so that we can step into a new path in a month or so, okay? So whatever path you're on right now, you may feel really surrendered. You may feel like you don't have a lot of control. You're kind of just experiencing all the emotions, going through all the emotions and experiences that are coming your way based on what the universe is bringing you. And there's not a lot of ways to shift out of that other than with your ability to focus on what you want, okay? And a lot of that includes, releasing and surrendering. So releasing resistance, which really is about, noticing what you want and noticing how your path right now may actually be leading you to it, and releasing any resistance, any hesitation, any doubt, fear, or judgment that is keeping you from continuing to walk or fall freely and in a trust fall on that path, okay? The surrender aspect is where we get that trust fall feeling. We really just let go of the wheel and we say, okay, we've already identified what we want. We've already started to manifest it through emotions. We've already started to see the opportunities show up and the synchronicities and the intuition and the resources. And now we're in the path. And so now that we're in it, it's not about trying to control it anymore. It's about just letting it be, walking it, and following the path fully to see where it goes and to see how it creates what you've asked for, okay? So enjoy the free fall of this moment as we lean in to more surrender and release more resistance. I had a really good download last night for the moon energy, and it was all about releasing our resistance to the path of least resistance, okay? Some of us have a resistance to the actual path of least resistance. Some of us don't feel comfortable walking the easiest path. It's kind of awkward for us. It feels too easy. It feels like we can't trust it. It feels a little nerve-wracking. It feels uncomfortable, right? But it actually is the easiest path. So why do we resist the easiest path, right? Ask yourself that and really let yourself, challenge yourself to walk the easiest path and see where it leads you, because who's to say that it can't lead you to something magical, even if what's magical is different than what you expected, right? It could very much lead you to even more than what you wanted and even unfathomable ways of fulfillment, okay? So we're gonna feel a lot more of that. As we surrender and release, we actually gain more independence and abundance, okay? All right, I'm gonna pull a Intuitive Luminary Lifestyle deck, my own, very own designed oracle deck, and it is still available for purchase on my website, rissavibes.com. So go check that out. You can get the cards, you can get the aura sprays as well. You can get the velvet bags that they come in, the crystal activations, the protective crystals. You can get it all on my website. These are great, great holiday presents, awesome stocking stuffers, and you can even grab some virtual workshops, master classes, all of that, and one-on-one readings on my website. So definitely go check that out. All right, let's see what we've got for release and surrender. Wow, clear the fear. Perfect, right? Clearing the fear. A lot of the resistance we're having for most of us here this week is going to be resistance due to fear of certain things. So this is a clear the fear card. And it's saying, okay, yeah, it can be a little scary to, walk an easier path, especially when we're used to and more comfortable walking a harder path that we have to control or force or strategize through. We get comfortable with that. And so then when we are meant to let go of control, that can be really scary. So it's time to clear the fear around letting go of control. It's time to clear the fear around walking the path of least resistance. It's time to clear the fear around trusting yourself and taking the steps forward, even if you don't know where it's going to lead, especially when you know it feels right, okay? It says, when given the fuel to prosper, fear can attack the immune system, disrupt the balance of the mind, and upset the harmony of the heart. Your light is your armor. Clear your fears by replacing them with affirmations of faith in your strength. You can affirm, I release any toxic fear from my body, mind, and soul, so that I may remain strong and sovereign in my spirit. Okay? Love that. I release any toxic fear from my body, mind, and soul, so that I may remain strong and sovereign in my spirit. That's what clearing the fear is. When we clear the fear, we become more sovereign because we feel more powerful. We feel more in alignment to our own ability to protect ourselves, to our own resilience, to our own wisdom and knowledge to keep us from bad experiences, to our own intuition that is our most innate survival skill, okay? When we reaffirm those things, we don't fear things anymore because we recognize our power, our strength, and our light as our armor, okay? So release fear and surrender to the path of the unknown as you walk it into 2022 and through this week and this month as we end 2021, okay? All right, next message is locking in our focus, y'all. Locking in our focus. We are in Sag season, the archer, locking in its focus and pointing its arrow and directing it and launching it into its target. So this is the time as well. As much as we're surrendering and releasing fear, we also want to keep our focus strong. That doesn't mean control things or force things. It does, though, mean staying focused, staying disciplined in the things you already know you've been doing that have been helping you to reach your goal, and staying focused on the things you already know you've been focused on or that you know you can or should be focused on that can help you gain the wisdom and the awareness to achieve your goal, okay? But that doesn't mean forcing or strategizing things. Focus is different than strategy, okay? Strategy is more of a action, putting a blueprint together, figuring out step-by-step processes on what you want to do and why, right? But focus is more so keeping focused on the vision. What am I going towards? What's the goal? Staying in that place of, okay, is this in alignment to my goal? Okay, cool. Is this in alignment to my goal? Okay, cool. What am I focusing on and how is that alignment to my goal? Okay, cool, right? So staying focused is different than strategy. And we want to lock into our focus because it is the end of the year. It's the last couple of weeks, and some of us haven't finished out what we said we came to do this year. So if you haven't finished out what you came to do this year, then you may not be ready to get into that hibernation mode, that kind of reflective, nostalgic mode quite yet. You may still be in that locked in focus, really trying to finish out what you said you would complete. But also keep in mind, having those reflections, getting that wisdom can maybe help you have the inspiration to complete the last steps of things. Okay, so let's see what we have with that. I'm going to pull a Voyager card. I haven't pulled one of these in a while. Just asking the guides, okay, what is it that we need to know about locking in our focus on our goals for the last bit of this month? Regenerator. regenerator, okay? When we lock in our focus and we stay in the focused place, we actually are able to have more energy for our goal. It's when we get distracted or lose focus that we don't have enough energy to regenerate ourselves and continue to move towards our goal, okay? So the regenerator, making sure you're getting enough energy and hoarding enough energy, or at least holding enough energy for your desired goal and the completion of it. And you do that by having focus, because if you get distracted, your energy gets spread out, and then it's not in one lane. It's not going towards one thing, right? Think of like a split arrow, right? The arrow then splits, and then the target is it's least likely to hit the target in an accurate way because the arrow has now split, right? So allow yourself to recognize how your focus and what you need to do to regenerate your focus, and how your focus and maintaining your focus actually helps to regenerate you as you move towards your goal, so that you're not drained, you're not spread too thin, you're not all over the place, but you're able to be really focused still on what you're trying to accomplish, okay? So regenerate yourself, do what you need to do to lock in that focus and complete the mission, all right? Love it. How are we feeling? Hi, Leslie, good to see you. So happy you're here. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Last couple of messages before we do the astrology portion. The second to last message is loving the evolved you. Loving the evolved you. Okay, that's our main message of this week. And this is a powerful energy, okay? How have you evolved this year? Ask yourself that. How have you really grown? How have you evolved? What have you accomplished? What have you seen in yourself that you didn't see in yourself last year? This is an important time to love and appreciate and celebrate that evolution, because it's not easy to evolve during a pandemic, during this crazy world transformation on a mass collective scale. It's not easy to keep growing in a world that is trying to stifle your growth. And so honor the ways that you've evolved this year. Love and appreciate the ways you've grown this year. And really give yourself that pat on the back. Give yourself the self-love you need, the self-care, the attention, the recognition, the validation that you need to keep you growing and evolving. Because it's not easy, and you're really building a muscle right now. You're strengthening the muscle of resilience. You're strengthening the muscle of self-trust and self-worthiness and self-love. And you want to keep strengthening it by loving the evolved you, loving the ways you've already used that practice to become better, stronger, and more conscious, okay? So let's do a little game. Why doesn't everybody go ahead and comment right here, right now, something that you've seen you evolve into? What is it? What is some evidence of your evolution that you've seen? What are some of the things you're proud of that represent your evolution this year? How have you evolved this year? Let's celebrate it. Comment right now. Let me know how you've evolved this year. Just one thing from each of you, and we can celebrate and send love to it as a community, a Web of Light community here. I know for us as a Web of Light community, we've evolved in a lot of ways together. We've stayed really consistent in connecting every week on these readings, and we've really come to a beautiful place, at least in my perspective, I'm seeing, where we've really evolved in unconditional love as a community. During this time of separation and people judging others for their choices and their beliefs and their perspectives, here on this channel and these readings, we've really maintained this beautiful acceptance of all of our thoughts and perspectives. We've really stayed unconditionally loving. We've really evolved past judgments and criticisms of people who have different opinions. And I think that's a really beautiful thing to acknowledge and celebrate. So I'm celebrating the way we've evolved in unconditional love as a community right here on this channel. Love it. Self-care for Meredith. Self-care and positive self-talk has evolved. Beautiful. Who else wants to share? Keep them coming, all the ways you've evolved. I want to hear it. Let's go ahead and pull a card as well to bring in this energy also. Oh, Jasmine in recovery from a 10-year addiction, evolving into a butterfly. I love it. Celebrating you, Jasmine. Who else do we got? Let's keep celebrating the evolution of each other in this community. For those of you watching the replay, feel free to put it in the comment section because there will be people reading it. I will be reading it and celebrating those wins for you as well. Those evolutions, those evidences of evolution. Y'all, these dragon cards are so hard to shuffle. I don't think I'll ever make cards this small or skinny. I don't know what the functionality of this is, but we're here for it. It's new, it's different. The dragons are just trying to be different today. All right, y'all. So with loving the evolved you, the dragons give us the dragon's breath. The dragon's breath, okay? And it says, we breathe out a circle of blue fire, one that encircles your home. Through it, no harm can pass, as it guards your treasures. All is safe within the sacred circle of blue dragon flame. So we're getting a beautiful practice of protection, energetic protection of our evolution, which I think is really in alignment as well, that we need to protect our evolution. We need to recognize how we've evolved, and then we need to protect it with energy. In this case, the dragons are bringing us that blue fire breath to circle around us and our home to keep us safe and protected and to keep no harm from passing through. But maybe for you, it's protecting your evolution by making sure you keep boundaries with people that you know distract you from your evolution, or keep disciplines in place to keep you from going down the paths to reverse your evolution from habits that you have started to maintain that have kept you from that, right? Allowing yourself to really understand what it is that you need to do to protect your evolution, and how can you protect it? What can you put in place? What disciplines, what boundaries, what perspectives, what energies can you put in place to keep your evolution preserved? Because evolution is a treasure in this time in our life and in this culture, in this community. It is a hot commodity, evolution. So honor it, treasure it as such. Let's see some other evolution. All Connected is not getting mad as fast. Great evolution there. Kevin Johnson is doing some shadow work, lots of shadow work, so much. Great job, Kevin, celebrating you there. All the Phoenix risings from the ashes, Jasmine says, love that. Oh, yay, celebrating all of you and your evolution. I'm so proud of all of you. Congrats, and make sure to keep it preserved, keep it safe, protect that evolution. Don't let anything or anyone take you or take that evolution away from you, or to keep you from evolving even more in 2022, okay? And if you want to evolve even more in 2022 with your intuition, your gifts, your talents, stepping into your soul mission, soul service, and soul work, creating community, offers, workshops, all the things, and actually starting to serve with your intuitive gifts. If any of that sounds like something you really want for 2022, I am opening up consultation calls for my next round of coaching clients that will start right after the new year begins, about a month or two into the new year. And I'm really just playing it by ear on when we're going to start the container, but I am taking on consultation calls now for those of you who are interested, and that will help me determine when we will start in the beginning of the year. So it'll happen. We'll start the season sometime in, probably February or March is usually when I actually open the container. But in the next couple of months, I'll be taking on consultation calls, talking to those of you who are interested in the coaching program. It's a 6-month coaching program, very in-depth, one-on-one, with tons of guided meditations, aligned action items, journal prompts, one-on-one mentorship and coaching, community support, a whole course on intuitive development that I've created and channeled myself. So if you're interested in that and you want to join the many double digits now luminary graduates that have graduated from the program, and you want to be the next one, then definitely reach out. The link is in the description to set up your coaching consultation call over the next couple of weeks or months, whatever feels good to you, and we'll get you in there if it's a right fit, okay? Because we want to preserve our evolution, and we want to keep evolving in all the ways our spirit calls us to. So if that's something that your spirit's been calling you to, hit me up, okay? All right, love, so let's go ahead and finish out. This is the last message, actually. And it is realizing what you thought you wanted may not be the best fit. Okay, this is actually a part of the evolution energy and a part of the reflections and nostalgia energy. This is that opportunity to realize, wow, I manifested what I wanted and it's actually not what I thought it would be, or it's not as fulfilling or satisfying or as in alignment as I thought it would be. This happens, okay? This happens. And this doesn't really go into the miscreation category because you created it right. You created what you wanted and you created it right. Maybe you manifested it, you're experiencing it. But the creation itself, what you actually asked for, even though it's exactly what you asked for, it's still not what you want. You realize like, oh, I thought I wanted this, but maybe I don't. Maybe I actually want or need something different. Maybe I'm actually realizing, no, this is not what I want or need. And this is a great, great, great realization. This actually helps you to refine your manifestation for next time. So don't get discouraged when that happens. If you're starting to realize you've manifested something, or you are currently starting to manifest something that you thought you wanted, but you're realizing, ooh, I maybe don't want that, that's okay. Start shifting your focus. Start shifting your attention towards what you do want based on what you've realized about that situation. Oh, actually, I want this instead. Okay, so now start focusing on that. Start aligning your thoughts, your emotions, your actions towards that thing. And learn what you need to learn from manifesting what you did that you didn't really realize wasn't right for you. Okay, this may happen a lot this week. This may have already started happening for you, and you're going to be kind of moving through that this week, cutting ties with that manifestation so that you can line up to the true manifestation that's going to fulfill you. Or this may be something that just starts right away for you this week, kind of out of the blue, where you really actually see the manifestation take place, and then you're like, oh snap, careful what I wish for, right? So pay attention to that. Our manifestation is really strong all week and has been a lot. And we're really manifesting things almost in real time right now. It's pretty amazing. And with that comes a lot of responsibility and accountability. And so we want to pay attention to what we're manifesting and continually checking in to make sure it's still really what we want and it's really in alignment and fulfilling to us, and then making the appropriate changes to move out of it. And this is really great because it's teaching us how to manifest so well. We're becoming masters of manifestation if we're really paying attention to it. And this is our way of practicing how to get really good at it so we can manifest all the huge things that we want in our life to make our lives the most fulfilling we can make them. Okay? Super exciting. Let's pull a quick card on that. I'm going to pull, I guess I am going to pull a Goddess Isis card. I almost pulled the Angels of Atlantis, but then Goddess Isis didn't want me to put her down, so. All right, what are we getting for realizing what we want and don't want? These cards are all over the place today. They're giving me so many. Divine Destiny, okay. Divine Destiny, realizing that sometimes we create things that we thought were our divine destiny, and they aren't. They're actually there to just show us what our true divine destiny is and help us get there. So it says the divine warrior is within you, helping you to continue with a worthy path, even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It may be by bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. So this is literally what we've talked about. We've talked about the importance of focus. We've talked about the ways in which, the wisdom, our inner wisdom is going to help us to evolve and align, right, to more of what we want. The focus, being able to focus on more of what we want. When we realize, okay, we manifested something we thought we wanted and it's not that, so now we got to focus on more of what we want, right? And being that inner warrior, being resourcefulness, knowing that, sometimes it's a lot of work to manifest something. Sometimes we put so much energy into manifesting something, then we manifest it and we're like, oh crap, that wasn't actually the right manifestation, or that wasn't the manifestation that I thought it would be for me. Right? And then we got to go back to the drawing board. Well, that's our warrior spirit of being resilient and saying, okay, we got to pick ourselves back up and go for it again. Try again with more wisdom, more focus, more intelligence, and more strength to getting what we want, determination to getting what we want, okay? So honor the divine destiny that is being revealed to you through your realizations of what you may be manifesting that you didn't realize you wouldn't really want in the long run, okay? And don't beat yourself up, it's totally fine. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and finish out with our astrology of the week. Obviously, the first thing I want to mention with astrology is that we're all integrating that big solar eclipse energy, the Sagittarius new moon that was on Friday. So lots of fire, lots of passion, lots of expansion in our emotions, amplified emotions, lots of trailblazing where we're releasing the emotions that are no longer in alignment to what we're wanting to trailblaze into our life for 2022. So we're integrating that, meaning that we're coming to terms with that energy. We're really applying it in our life, and we're going to start to see traction of that energy showing up in our experience this week. Now on the 6th, which is tomorrow, we've got Mars in Scorpio, okay, action all around intuition, mystery, and the unknown. Sextiling Pluto in Capricorn, which is helping us to rise above into a higher level of ourselves by making appropriate completions and endings that we need to. So this is really a great energy for manifestation tomorrow, where we're really able to use our intuition and our excitement for the unknown and manifest something better for ourselves based on the wisdom we've gained and the endings we've finally completed. All right. Then on Tuesday, we've got Mercury in Sagittarius. So we're going to be speaking with jolly, adventurous, blissful, optimistic energy. And that's going to be squaring Neptune in Pisces, which is going to be giving us some healing around our intuition and our dreams. So this is going to be a really great a really great time to create and or to heal ourselves, heal our heart, or expand our heart through creative work or creative ambition, imagination, creativity. And we're also going to want to make sure that we're not too optimistic on that day to the point where we're ignoring reality, because that Mercury in Sag can and the Neptune in Pisces can make us kind of feel a little bit illusionarily blissful. And that can make us a little too dreamy, a little bit of an airhead. So be careful with that. And then on Wednesday, we have Mars in Scorpio squaring Jupiter in Aquarius. So the Mars in Scorpio, again, is really acting from that kind of mysterious, intuitive place. And this is going to help us heal parts of ourself that have been afraid to manifest new money, new abundance. This is going to help us release some of our lack mentality. So Wednesday, it might be a really great time to take risks that may pay off with great reward based on strategy that we've put in place to do so. Okay, really fun. So many good ones. Hi, Leslie. Good to see you. Loving all the love that you're sending each other. Okay, so then on the 11th, okay, this is on Saturday, we're going to see Venus in Capricorn, which is going to help us really level up our love life. Conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, which is going to help us release things and close doors to things that have not been elevating our love life. And so this is actually going to be where a lot of romantic energy, this Lover's card is really going to show up. We're going to see some sex energy, some sexual energy boosted, some romance boosted. This may even equate to some shadow aspects of this, where there's some obsessiveness or clinginess in the energy and romance. So just be wary of that. And then we also, on that day, the 11th, have Mercury in Sagittarius again. So that talkative, adventurous, free-spirited, joyful perspective. Sextiling Jupiter in Aquarius this time. So this is going to be aligning to more of that abundance in our own unique ways, abundance of our heart's desire, and abundance through our true and evolved selves. This is going to give us the chance to be curious and to study and adventure more on Saturday as well. Then finally, when we meet again, we have Sunday, which is the 12th, 12/12. So numerologically, that is a lot of alignment to our faith in our passion and our purpose as we really connect to what we need to connect to achieve that purpose. Now, the sun is in Sagittarius, of course, on that day, and it squares Neptune in Pisces. So it's going to bring us some healing around seeing things from a bigger perspective and a brighter perspective, and also some healing around what's real and what's not. This actually is going to be a time a day on Sunday to stay in and conserve your energy to avoid stress, because there is going to be a lot of energy kind of circling around in the mind and the heart to help us heal through what may have not been realistic to us, or what we're realizing has been, like reality checks is really what I'm getting at. It's going to help us heal through some reality checks that we need before the end of the year. And it can be really draining if you go out and kind of deal with the world while you're going through all these reality checks within yourself, okay? So Sunday's going to be a good day to stay indoors. All right, let's go ahead and finish up with 3 cards to summarize this week's energy. 3 cards to summarize this week's energy. How are you all feeling? Well. How are you all feeling? Let's give another shout out to Nico. Birthday shout out to Nico. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Nico. He helps every single week put these readings together. He's my behind the scenes dude, and he is my best friend and director of photography for a lot of my music videos and all of the things. So give Nico some love for his birthday, because he's a big part of making these readings happen every week. And we really want him to feel special today, because he is so special to this community. All right, let's see what we have. Beginning of the week card we've pulled. Let's see what we have for the middle of the week card. I'm going to do the Angels of Atlantis because they've been begging me to pull them for the middle of the week. Nice little summary. There it is. And then finally, what is the last card deck that we want to pull? Let's do the Ocean Whispers. Let's do the Ocean Whispers. Actually, let's do our other totem. Other animal totem over here. Spirit Animals deck. End of the week card. Let's see what we got. There it is. All right, everyone. Woo, I love this. This is so on point to what we've been talking about. It always is, really. It always is. So the first card is Hello from Heaven. We talked a lot about the connection we have to Source and the way that we're evolving into more of ourselves. And our spirit guides are helping us with this. Our angels, our spirit guides, our higher selves are saying hello from heaven. Also, a lot of you have been feeling closer to your passed on loved ones lately, or even feeling their presence around you. They're letting you know that they're also saying hello from heaven, and they're here to support you. And this is really our connection to the higher realms, is what this is alluding to for the beginning of the week. Really allowing yourself to align to the connections you have to the higher realms, so that you can have higher consciousness and higher levels of love and heart expansion to help you manifest higher levels of success. And it says your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. So hello from heaven for all of you who are missing your passed on loved ones, or who have been feeling them around you. They are saying hello from heaven, and also so are your higher self and spirit guides, as they help you to evolve into more of your true self, and to help you love the evolved version of you that you have already started to grow into. Middle of the week card is Transmutation, bringing in that violet flame. Check it out. Such a violet card as well. Really allowing us to take any lower vibrational energies and transmute them into higher vibrational energies. And this Transmutation card is showing that that is our duty this week, as we do that reflective work, that nostalgic work, and really expanding our heart to let the heart guards and blockages release, so that we can transmute whatever's in the way of our highest success, okay? Some of you who are connected to Egypt or past lives in Egypt can also pull some power from those times in your life, so that you can really create even more connection to transmutation, okay? And then the last card, what a beautiful card to end with, the Bison for Abundance. Okay, so as a result of connecting to the higher realms of consciousness, the higher versions of ourselves, the more evolved versions of us, by loving more of our evolved selves, and by aligning to the transmutive force of the violet flame and any other ways we need to transmute our energy, we then produce abundance, the abundance of the bison. And it says, "Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer." Remember, gratitude and prayer is the key to abundance. The more we feel gratitude and the more we align to trust and prayer and trust and intention, the more that we actually receive the line of abundance, the energy of abundance, okay? So honoring the wisdom you gained from practicing love and gratitude, and from really just honoring the way in which you are already so sacred as an energy being, and how you can use that awareness of your sacred energy to create more sacred experience in your life, okay? So hello from heaven in the beginning of the week, middle of the week transmutation, end of the week bison for abundance. So focus on those things this week to keep your energy moving smoothly and keep your experience easy and graceful. Also, I have some really exciting announcements. I've got some December events coming up. I've got one happening next week. So make sure to check that out. I posted it in the community tab of this channel so you can read and check out all of those events. I will be posting that again later today or tomorrow with more details on how to sign up for the Zoom events. But if you know for sure that you want to attend either the Mastering Love event or the Starseed Saturday event on Zoom, please reach out to me. The Starseed Saturday event will be absolutely free for at least the first event on Zoom, just to get the community on there and to see what we have available to us as far as the community connection, and to really just give all of us a taste of what that Starseed Saturday meditation or experience will be like in that community, so that we can continue moving with that. So that'll be on the 18th, and that'll be completely free. So if you're interested in that, send me an email, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com. Then the Mastering Love Masterclass is going to be really great. That's only $7.77. So email me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com, if you would like to be a part of that. Let me double check the day for you on that. I think it's let's see, I'm gonna find out. Because I forgot, y'all. I forgot what day I put it as. Mastering Love, the 10th, okay? The 10th at 7 p.m. Central Time. So if you know that you want to learn how to master and manifest love in your life, then this is going to be a really great opportunity for you to get some of those tips and tricks personally that I've worked in my life and what I've researched in general and downloaded intuitively. So if you're interested in that, come on over to Zoom on the 10th and go ahead and email me at readingsbyrissa@gmail.com to sign up for only $7.77. And I'll also have some more ways to sign up as it gets closer to that date. All right. I love you so much, and it was so good to connect with you. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure to visit rissavibes.com for all of my intuitive luminary lifestyle products and ascension tools to grace your loved ones for the holidays with some high vibe activity and energy. Okay, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Peace, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm so grateful for all of you as well. Bye.